Hey, and welcome to another ICH2 review. We've got something really rather special up today. This is by Heljan. It's ages since we've done a Heljan model, and it is the Heljan Class 128. Yes, I hear you say, I hear you exclaim, what is a Class 128? Well, I didn't even know such a thing existed until the other day when I was just browsing through the stock on Hatton's website and saw this and thought, oh my gosh, look how strange, yet how nice that is. I've just got to have one. So here we are with the newly designed Heljan packaging as well. This particular Class 128 is it's a very weathered version. It doesn't say on the label, but it is. 21 pin ready, that's nice. 21 pin DCC. Class 128, number 89421. No, that must be the model code. I think that's the model code. I think this actual unit is M55995, maybe? I'm not too sure. We'll find out, won't we? So, the Class 128, what's it about? Well, it's very, very obscure, very strange. Only 10 of them were built. 10! I mean, you know, that's really quite low in terms of numbers of trains built. They were built by the Gloucester Railway Carriage and Wagon Company in 1959. The engines were really quite weak, only 230 horsepower, about similar, maybe a little bit less than like a Class 121 rail car or something. 70 miles per hour top speed, 0 to 60 in about 4 minutes, exclusively for parcels and bikes. No passenger accommodation at all. None. No seats inside, apart from the driver, obviously. No seats for passengers at all. Just racks and racks and racks for parcels, and then storage areas at each end for bikes, push bikes, mountain bikes. They were, I think, withdrawn in 1991, and none were preserved. So that's quite sad, because they're really quite nice. I think you'll like them. I think they're quite quirky, and it's a real shame that none were kept at all. I mean, they could have bought one and shoved it somewhere. But no, none made it into preservation. So let's open the box and see what we get. Okay, so it's Heljan's newly redesigned packaging. It's very, very similar to Bachmann and Hornby's latest approach with this sort of sleeve and then like the block of ice thing in the middle. It's not bad, it's quite nice. I'm not too sure why they've adopted it. Maybe it's cheaper than doing it the other way. But to be honest, I did prefer the older style packaging. If you can remember, it was like a really big box that you lifted the lid off and then a beautiful foam insert. That was just luxury. It was really luxurious. Very, very nice. But maybe that's why they cancelled it, because it was probably quite expensive. I don't know. All that matters is that they've changed it. This is the packaging we have for this particular model. So, we just slide the sleeve off, and then as I say, you've got the locomotive frozen solid in this block of ice in the centre. Oh, and then we've got a load of gumph as well. So let's just put that to one side. Okay, what's this? Oh, it's not too bad actually, there's not that much. 8,900 number series. Okay, Gloucester Carriage and Wagon Class 128. Thank you for purchasing this Heljan model of the Class 128. This highly detailed working replica will give you years of pleasure and reliable operation if it is handled with care and regularly serviced. This 176 scale model is designed to operate from 12 volts direct current supplied from a model railway transformer. The wheel sets are for 00 gauge track, which is the same as HO track. The model will run over curved track down to a minimum radius of 15 inches. But due to its fine scale wheel profile, more satisfactory running will be achieved over curved track formations of larger radius. Should that be radii? I'm not too sure. Anyway, what they're saying there is that yes, it will handle quite tight curves, but really the more gentle the bend, the better, and that's fine. We understand that. Oh, nice 5-pole motor and heavy die-cast chassis ensure running characteristics that will meet most modelers' demands. I'm sure it's going to be an exquisite model, trust me. Heljan are pretty good. The locomotive should initially undergo a running-in period to allow all the moving components to seat properly. It's suggested that the model is left to run for at least 30 minutes in each direction at a medium speed. Please ensure that all gears, bearings and axles are lubricated. This has been undertaken during manufacture, but periodic cleaning and light re-lubrication using plastic compatible oils and greases is suggested. Okay, we don't need to read any more than that. This is very nice of them to include this though. It really is very well written. It's better than Hornby's and Bachmann's. It very, very nicely shows you, tells you how to care for your model and what to do. So that's really quite special. Then we've got like an explosion of all the parts here. Just in case you needed to reorder anything. I've never needed to do it yet. And then that's the actual, that's the body and that's the chassis. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then on the back, I'm assuming, this is nice. I thought this was going to be like a little guarantee thing, a warranty. But no, it's information about it. That's quite cool. Weight, 41 tons. Output, 230. See, I told you maximum speed, 70 miles an hour. Pre-nationalisation companies such as the GWR have shown the possibilities, of course, yes, with their rail cars, their parcel ones, the parcel express ones, of using self-propelled parcel cars. With the AEC vehicles, BR adopted the principle when considering orders during the modernisation plan of the late 1950s. No need for the apostrophe there. Orders were placed with Cravens for 3 cars and with Gloucester Carriage and Wagon for 6 cars. For the Western region and 4 cars for the London and Midland region. The 6 Western region versions entered service in 1960. They were fitted with centre gangway connectors with offset driving cabs and 3 pairs of sliding doors. Now, in researching this, because it is such an odd machine, this Class 128, I found no videos on it at all. I found quite a few people on YouTube that have already done a review, but I found no actual running footage of it at all. So if you do find any, please let me know. Someone must have filmed one somewhere. What I did find was some photographs, and the photos are so bizarre because they'll have this unit coupled up to the front of a passenger train, and then it will pull the train. And then they've had it coupled up to a rake of other parcel wagons that aren't as big. And again, it will pull the train. It's the thing that takes everything along. It hauls the train. It's the loco, so to speak. Really, really bizarre. That's why I just had to get it. I just thought it was so strange. So it's really nice of them to include that there. I won't read it all because we'll be here forever, but it's really nice of them to do that. I really am impressed with Heljan. They're churning out some quality stuff of late. So, let's just slide off this outer sleeve. It is so sunny today. Look how well packaged this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, hang on. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is this going to fall away? This is bizarre. This is really bizarre. Look at this. Wow. What packaging! It's like they've taken the thing that Bachmann have been doing for years and the thing that Hornby have just started doing, and they've expanded on it. They've made it a little bit different. Whoa, that is heavy. Whew. Oh my gosh! Don't swear. Don't swear. Whoa, that is seriously heavy. I don't think I've ever lifted such a heavy model. What are these accessories here? Just peel them away really carefully. Is that everything? I think that's everything, isn't it? The rest is just packaging, just foam and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So we've got some accessories. Some couplers. They'll be useful. And then some little hooks or chain links. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, chain links. Okay, not bad. But then the actual model. Oh my gosh, is it heavy. And they've even put this in its own little bag, which I'm just going to slide out really carefully. Whoa. Look at that, people. Have you ever seen anything like it? Let me just put that out of shot. Okay, let's have a look at this bad boy. I've honestly never ever held anything like this in my hands. Look, you've got the exhausts there. This is a relatively heavily weathered version. It just looked really, really nice, and it was a bargain price. I just thought, Well, I really like it. I'm going to go for it. We've got sprung buffers as well. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely... Oh my gosh, look at the detail on that buffer beam. Can you see all that piping? It's all weathered as well. Again, sprung buffers. We could make those a little bit greased up, make them a little bit more realistic. And then look at the twin exhausts. I bet it's got working lights. It's going to, surely. They wouldn't do all this and not put working lights on. The doors do not open, but they are incredibly well detailed. Just look at that logo. Parcel service. How cool would it be to have this just running around your layout, guys? Just look at this. Isn't it stunning? What's it like on the other side? Whoa. I never noticed so much underframe detail before. Even the bogey detail. They really have gone to town on this. I don't know where they've got that information from. I guess they must have found some blueprints or photos or something. But it looks really well detailed. Look at that. Just look at all this. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen such detail underneath the model before? I don't think even Bachmann go to this sort of length. Look at all that. Look, you can see the radiator grills and flywheels and the transmission, everything is... it's really nice. This is well worth the money, folks. It is just so well done. Heljan, you keep doing it again and again. You really are giving Bachmann and Hornby a run for their money. Again, I'm assuming that there's going to be lights there. We've got rivets, we've got metal bits where there's supposed to be metal bits. Look at the roof. It's just... and it's so heavy. You should see that. You should see my right arm. The muscle is bulging in terms of straining to hold this model up. It's just so heavy. I'm not joking. And Kestrel, you know the Heljan made Kestrel, the Hawker Siddeley 4000. That's a heavy model. This is just as heavy, if not even heavier. I have never lifted something so heavy. And I just love how quirky it is. Look at that. Imagine that running around your layout, just on its own, quite happily, trundling down an express line or even around a branch line. It would just run and look so beautiful. Look, window wipers. Look at all the weathering there and the rivets. It's such a quirky thing, isn't it? I love it. I really do. Oh, do you know, I just can't wait to put it on the track and see how it runs. Hi, and thank you for joining me over at the layouts. We've got the logo here. Do I put it on this way or do I put it on that way? We'll put it on this way because I was looking through Google Images for this particular class and I found quite a few where you could see the front of the locomotive being this end here without the exhausts. So I'm going to assume that that's the correct way, but as with any modern diesel unit, there's not really a right or wrong. So you can run it in either direction. I think the exhausts do look cool, but we'll leave them at the back end for now, and we'll have this as the front. Although there's no little driver, I've just noticed they haven't included a driver, but there is a seat there for one, so that's really quite nice. Oh, do you know, it just looks so quirky. I just love it. I really do. Such a good buy. Okay, let's pick a direction and give it some juice. Wow. As smooth as a baby's bum. And the lights lit up red as well. Let's watch it come back to us. Here we go. Oh, can you hear that? Is the microphone actually picking up just how smooth that mechanism is? Let's try some slow speed. Oh my gosh. Slower? Oh, it just cut out. That is incredible for DC. And it's 21 pin DCC ready as well, folks. This is just amazing. Right, let's actually get it running then. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. I knew it was going to be. I mean, it's Heljan, and they haven't made a bad motor yet as far as I'm aware, but that mechanism for DC, it's just so smooth. Do you know, I think I even saw a cab light then, but I'm not sure. Just listen to it, it's like it's singing. It's just a really, really gentle note. Folks, this is beautiful. Okay, it's been running like that quite gently now for a while, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a speed increase. Not much, just a little bit more power. And yeah, it still sounds beautiful. Here she comes. Gosh, it's such a hot day today. Whew, I'm roasting. Okay, so let's slow it right down, right down, right down. Beautiful. Oh, can you hear everybody cutting the grass? It's just typical, isn't it? Okay, let's change direction then. She's run for a good 30 minutes in that direction, so it's time to reverse direction. Nice and gently, and away she goes. Right, I'll be back in about half an hour. Okay, slow, 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 and stop. Yes, apologies for the background noise of Flymo lawnmowers and trimmers and stuff, but it is really hot, so everyone's out in the garden. Okay, so what do we think? Well, so far I'm really impressed, folks. This model is just, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just quality. So nice, it's so nice. I absolutely love it. In real life, they would have ran with some additional units, as I say, some goods wagons. Well, not goods wagons, but parcel vans and stuff like that. Maybe the odd coach. I've seen the photos. So I'm going to couple up a few to her, and then we'll get her to go around the layout with those and see how she performs. But come on, I mean, we're not expecting anything bad, are we? Right, well, I've had a good look around all the stock that I have available to hand, because a lot of it is still packed away ready for the new layout. So I don't have access to everything at the moment, but I did find a couple. If we just get the Class 1T8 to shuffle up a little bit. There we go, that'll do, thank you. I'm going to whack on this, it's actually an intercity. Well, I don't know what you call it, it's basically just a luggage car. I think it might be called a full brake. Basically, it's designed to go at the end of a train, and it was only used for parcel storage and bike storage, pretty much like this, but it's unpowered. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? There's no coupler. We're going to have to open the little bag of accessories just here and put a coupler on it. Right, 2 ticks. Okay, we're back. A coupling is on the back. It was quite fiddly to get in, but at least it's a nice, really small, slim tension knot coupler in a NEM socket. So that's really quite cool. There we go, that's coupled up. And then the other thing, the final one, and don't judge me for this, this is actually from the Thomas & Tank range. It was just the perfect size, okay. Oh, but, oh gosh, I actually took the coupling off the back of that one. Oh, right, fail. Try again. 3, 2, 1, you're back in the room. Right, okay. Sorry about that, folks. I have deliberately put some gangway doors on the end of this intercity unit so that it really does belong at the back of a train. Meaning that I've put this parcel wagon, well, it's not technically a parcel wagon, it's part of Thomas's breakdown train, but it's basically the same design and style as a parcel wagon. So I've put this parcel wagon in the middle, and then of course we have the Class 128 parcels DMU at the front. Now it looks a really odd setup, I grant you that, but it's actually pretty realistic. If you Google image search Class 128, you'll come across images very, very similar to this. It's actually quite a common formation for this particular class, which is really bizarre. But that's why I love it. It's just so different. I've never seen, even at exhibition layouts, I haven't seen anything like this going around. Well, obviously not with a Thomas the Tank Engine wagon and an intercity, but you get the idea, okay? You get the idea. I'm going to have to now invest in some matching rolling stock for this particular unit, aren't I? So look forward to that in a running video I'll do in the future. But yeah, it just gives you an excuse to buy more stuff, as if we needed one. So let's see how she runs with a load. And the answer is very well, actually. Very well indeed. It might look a little bit odd, we've already established that, but just look how well it runs. It actually looks really cool. No passengers, just parcels. So in conclusion, all I can really say is that Heljan are now a major player. They are seriously churning out some quality stuff. This Class 128 is no exception. It's just exquisite. The smoothness of operation, the detail, the livery application, everything about it is just stunning. It's really hard to fault it. And if you want one, what are you waiting for?